What is good, YouTube family? It's your boy Roshad, back again. Another video. Yo, I'm gonna be talking about what if. Doing like a little review of like the whole series. Didn't have time to get into like the whole, like every single episode, play by play every time. It's got too much going on in life, man. Man, running 2 channels, side hustles that I don't really talk about on the channel. So doing that, working full time, it's too much. But anyway, so look, before we get started, do me a favor, go ahead and hit the like button. Let's get these likes up. Help me with this algorithm, man. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and check out my gaming channel, Roshad Lamar Gaming. That's where I do all my gaming at. So on here is mainly like reviews and reactions and stuff like that. Whatever the heck I feel like putting on this channel goes here. Gaming stuff exclusively on that channel. Anyway, so yo, this freaking finale for What If, it was tight, man. They brought everything culminated together. I was glad that they finally had some sort of continuity, because that was my kind of criticism with the show. Is it just felt like nothing mattered. Like you could literally miss an episode and it wouldn't matter. It'd be a totally unique story the next episode. In some ways that's good, because you're always gonna get something new and you may like what you're presented with. But if the episode was trash, then it was just trash. You know, like I know some people didn't like the one with Thor that much. I thought it was hilarious, but some people didn't like that. And like, I think it was like the second one. It was one episode was like, freaking Thanos was acting like a wuss. It's like they was acting like T'Challa like befriended him and talked him down or something. And I'm like, what the hell? He used Naruto talk no jutsu or something? Like, what did he do? But anyway, like, I'm not gonna go through every episode. I'm gonna kind of talk about my first impression. Like when I first started the episode where I think it was like Captain Carter. I kept forgetting her name. I remembered it that time, god dang. But Captain Carter. So yeah, I mean, it was cool. She was doing all kinds. She was beating the hell out of everybody, man. It was crazy. I guess you could do like more awesome stuff when you animate it than when you're like, you know, when it's like real people. So she was beating the freaking living daylights out of everybody. It was freaking awesome. You know, it kind of sucks to see like Steve Rogers like just kind of stay like this little chump, old like weakling, like no muscles, no nothing. Super scrawny, short. It's kind of depressing. I don't like to see that happen. It kind of takes away from the story too, because the original story of Steve Rogers being Captain America is supposed to be a great story because he was kind of like naturally deficient. He wasn't like even up to the standard physically as like a normal man. Whereas like you take a woman who already was kind of the truth already and like make her like stronger and a super soldier, it doesn't have that same weight, and I don't think it's intended to. But anyway, I mean, it gave me a good first impression because I did enjoy it, but I don't know. Like over time, it kind of kept going in and out where it had like a really fire episode. Like I think the one with like where T'Challa with Star-Lord, that was really touching to me. I really liked that episode. And then the another one with Doctor Strange, that was like one of the best ones. That freaking one with Doctor Strange where he like had the whole freaking universe collapsing on him. Like I did like a reaction video where I kind of reacted to like the end. So definitely check that out if you haven't seen it. But that was like one of my favorite ones. I felt like it had actual consequence. Like the whole universe just collapsed. Trillions of people just dead all at once. Crazy stuff, right? So I thought that was freaking awesome, man. But I don't know. I feel like after that, it kind of like started slowing down a little bit. It just kept kind of going back and forth. Like in terms of being like really epic and I guess just really less epic. Until you finally got to like the episode before last, which I wanted to make a video about so bad, but I just ran out of time. Where freaking, what's his name? What's the dude's name from the shit? From Avengers 2? What's the android's name? I remember that. I don't know how the hell I forgot this. Ultron. So yeah, when Ultron got like, I guess the Infinity Stones in one universe, and then he became all powerful, I guess pretty much killed everybody, and then like destroyed pretty much all life in the universe except for Black Widow for whatever reason. He didn't know she was there. That makes perfect sense, right? I mean, not really, but anyway, he didn't know that. And then he broke out. He like discovered the Watcher some kind of way, because Infinity Stones in this universe apparently makes him capable of otherworldly things outside in other universes. Like Doesn't really make that much sense, but whatever. We just went with it. It was kind of a fun plot, and I got really excited to see that because I felt like it was actual consequence. Because you know, you see the Watcher, and he just kind of up there, just always just looking at people, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to see him get involved, and they actually did get him involved. But man, I thought he was gonna like give Ultron the hands. He like, bro, you're in my territory, and how the hell you gonna get smacked down by Ultron? I was like, bro, that's kind of weak, bro. Like, it look kind of sweet out here, you feel me? But anyway, what happened. But at least I was interested in the fact that it became an actual threat to the multiverse. I mean, I think on a realistic standpoint, for anybody who knows, like even I know from a multiversal standpoint, Ultron was never going to be a problem. I mean, I'm not aware of any comic books or anything where Ultron ever becomes like an actual real serious threat outside of like that one universe or whatever. Really, like Earth, I never really known of a story where he like, you know, develops further outside of that, much less gets the Infinity Stones. I don't know. But anyway, so they end up eventually defeating him. I thought that was cool and all, but I don't know. I felt like the episode leading up to that was better when things were amping up than how they actually end up defeating him. Because in my opinion, it doesn't really make sense that they would ever be able to like hold him down, catch him off guard, or do anything like that. I mean, you got the Infinity Stones. How does freaking Black Widow or you know, Black Widow distracts you and Captain America jumps on you? Like, how does that even happen? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. But it was still just interesting to watch. So I did really enjoy the series. You know, I wouldn't give it like a perfect score or nothing, but this is definitely like kind of a review. This isn't like a well-organized review or anything, but I did like think all the acting was good. It's gonna suck not hearing Scarlett Johansson anymore since Disney freaking disowned her after you know, she sued them or whatever. I mean, of course that was gonna happen, but I like Scarlett Johansson's voice. I think she got a good little voice that goes along well with her character in the animation. So it's gonna kind of suck to see that go, but I mean, whatever. We'll deal with it next season, I guess. But yo, freaking Killmonger in this. Killmonger was crazy. Like, they had him like, he was so freaking smart. He's like a genius, and he pretty much like wrecked everybody like in his universe. And he was acting like they was gonna catch him, but to be honest with you, I don't think they would have caught him in that universe. I think he would have beat all their ass, and that would have been it. And eventually, he got them Infinity Stones, man, or he was close to getting them. But anyway, like, I thought that was really cool, the way that they made him like, he was such like a next level villain. I almost felt like a level of intimidation by how like calculated. He's just so freaking calculated, man. It was crazy. The whole thing with Killmonger, that's probably one of my favorite things about it. I liked him like better in this than even in like the Black Panther movie, because you know, in the movie some things about him were generic. I did enjoy him in the movie, but some things about him was generic in the movie. Whereas in this, he was just so freaking smart. Like, it was always a plan. Freaking body Tony Stark. Like, I was like, oh my god, like, this dude is crazy. Took over, like, managed to take over Wakanda. Outsmarted SHIELD and U.S. military. It's just anything you can think of, he's always had a plan. He just beat everybody. Like, it was just wild. But anyway, I don't know, if I had to say, what I think would have been better is a little bit more continuity along the way instead of just kind of having it at the end. And then it should have ended with a bigger bang. Like, I feel like it needed like a little bit more of a cliffhanger. Like, some people hate cliffhangers, but to me, cliffhangers are good. It makes me interested to see the next season. The way this ended is kind of like, again, nothing happened, and that may be kind of the draw of the show, but for me, that's a negative. I want to feel like something is at stake at all times, like the Watcher is at stake. Like, maybe somebody comes along, kills him, and they become the Watcher, you know? Or maybe somebody comes along and, so the Watcher, he doesn't interfere. Somebody comes along and they kill him, and they interfere in universes all the time. You see what I'm saying? Like, what if Ultron became a Watcher and he interfered in the universe whenever he feel like it? He just like, you know what? Screw this universe. I'm gonna just wipe it away from existence. But you know what would have been funny is something I thought about, because at the end, what's his name? The Watcher, I forget what his name is, but the dude who was the Watcher, you know, he asked Doctor Strange for help. This is the same Doctor Strange We didn't want to help earlier. So what if Doctor Strange would have been petty? Like, hold up, mister. Like, hey, you were warned. We told you what would happen, and you decided to ruin your universe anyway, trying to save your girl. Now you kill everybody and her too. What if the Watcher, or what if Doctor Strange would have been petty and been like, well, look, I mean, my universe gone. I asked you for help, so why the hell should I help you save the multiverse? That'd be so freaking hilarious. I would have died if Doctor Strange got petty on him. That would have been hilarious. But anyway, y'all, look, I enjoyed it. I'd probably give it like an 8 if I asked for it. It was like an 8. I can't give it like no higher than that. Like certain episodes, like the second to last episode, we probably got like a 10 for me. But the series on the whole, I give it like an 8 because it kind of was going up and down. But I really love Marvel stuff, and the way that they did it was tight. So I enjoyed it. But anyway, y'all, look, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Roshad Lamar. Do a lot of gaming content, so definitely check that out if y'all into gaming and whatnot. Anyway, y'all, catch y'all next time.